May I now invite our chief guest, Dr. Beni Prasad, to address the gathering.
Thank you very much. Can I have some lights on the audience so that I can see their faces, please, if possible? If not, try to make it possible. And and I can hear some people talking. I know, that's good. If you can, anyways. But if you all can listen carefully, please, that would be greatly appreciated. And thank you, Dr. Brown, for your kind words and what you spoke, and it really touched me. And parents, I want to tell you that every child is a gift from God. And my favorite subject when I studied in school was Sanskrit. I loved Sanskrit. There's a statement, right? We learned shlokas, and one of them was Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, which means that, you are almost relating your father and your mother to God. If that is the case, parents, you have to have the attributes and the characteristics. With that, you can't really push your children to the extent of what you want. My father was an aerospace scientist. How can you medically prove that every firstborn son will have the same brains like the father? But somehow in India we think that just because our entire genealogy has been doctors, so my son should become a doctor. Just imagine you go to a hospital and ready for the surgery. Just before the surgery, the doctor calls you and says, I never wanted to be a doctor. My parents forced me to be a doctor. Anyway, come, let me operate you. Will you ever entrust yourself into the hands of a doctor like that? And I want to challenge you today is that the joy of your child is more important than what a sheet of marks card would say. It is very, very important. Look at me. I was thrown out of school in my 10th standard. And here I'm at an annual day of one of the prestigious schools of India. How can that be possible when I was thrown out of school? I still don't have a high school degree, actually, a certificate. The school that I studied, they never had a single failure, and I was going to create history by being the first ever failure of the school. So they called my parents and said, please take your son off the school. He is not good for education, he is not good for studies. Let him do anything, but don't keep him in our school. I tell the world today that I could not finish my high school because the Indian educational system was not up to my standard, and they threw me out of school. So parents, I want to tell you, if a child has not kept up to the expectation of the society, probably your child has something very unique, something very special. Please do not compare your child to somebody else. Comparison will steal the joy of your life. That's my world map of how I travel. That's not Air India or American Airlines. This is how I travel to every single country on this planet Earth. And today people come and appreciate me and they say all kinds of things. But because I've achieved well, they are very proud of me. But when it comes to God looking at our lives, He values us not for what we have achieved, but for who we are. And I want to tell you, you should value your child for who he or she is, not what they have achieved. Can you reduce the volume on this mic, please? There's a feedback. And turn off the monitors in the back, please. Thank you. And I want to tell you, I have come from nothing. And from nothing, when I found my worth and my value, I grew up. Now I struggled. The school that I studied was Hindi medium school. Everything was in Hindi. And my good parents They thought that they could move me from one school to another school. Parents, when you move your children from school to another school, please remember, you can either build your child up or you can tear your child down. I did very well in my first standard when I studied in Florence English School. From there, in my second standard, I was moved to Kendriya Vidyalaya NAL, where everything was in Hindi and I had zero knowledge of Hindi. Might be when you are 7 years old, anybody looks cute. So my teachers wrote my Hindi paper. And they did the biggest mistake. Instead of failing me, they wrote my paper. So I joined second standard in CBSE with Hindi as my first language. I struggled throughout, from my second standard till my 10th standard, I struggled. History was in Hindi. Civics was in Hindi. Geography was in Hindi. Thankfully, English was in English, but everything else was in Hindi actually. And from a place like that, I struggled because of one small mistake that happened in my second standard. Parents, your child is valuable. As much as you think the holistic approach of your child, I'll tell you the joy of your child is important. The contentment of your child is important. Even if you want to push your children, push them based on their potential. Do not compare them to the milkman's children, bus driver's children, the taxi driver's children, the Uber driver's children. No, just treat them the way God has blessed them with. If your child cannot play an instrument, it's okay. If your child is good in fine art and not in mathematics, it's okay. Look at my life today. I've learned how to communicate. When I spoke at the United Nations in Switzerland, in Geneva, the diplomats are sitting there and saying, if you are a high school dropout, where did you learn to speak? You know what? Very important thing is learning to communicate. If you can communicate well in an interview, I'll tell you, the manager will not even look. The HR guy will not even look at your marks card because they are impressed the way you can speak and the way you can talk. I'm still a high school dropout, but look at the way I'm able to travel the world. Look at the way I'm able to dream. I still remember when I was invited to speak at a college called SRCC, Sri Ram College of Commerce in New Delhi. I don't know how this college exists because the cutoff percentage there is 97.8%. And I was struggling, why are they inviting me? Because I struggled to get 33.5%. And I'm supposed to speak to 1,500 students, the brilliant students of India, brainy ones. But I don't know how to connect with them because, I did not come from that background of 97.8. I asked God for wisdom because I love to connect with my audience. And this is what I said. When you do well in studies, your goal is to join Sri Ram College of Commerce. Everybody with pride, they were nodding their head. Then I told them, but when you don't do well in studies, you become a speaker at SRCC. And that was in the headlines of the newspaper next day. You see, that is the irony of our Indian educational system. If everybody becomes an engineer, then who's going to treat you when you become sick? If everybody becomes doctors, who is going to drive you from your home to the hospital? I'll tell you, every human is valuable in our society, regardless of how much they earn, regardless of how much they pay. But I'll tell you, one thing I've learned in life is my value and my character is more important than a sheet of marks card. A lot of people are educated with a lot of degrees, lot of head knowledge. But what changes a person is character. That's why learning is more important than just getting educated. And I believe this school, I just sat down with the principal and the chairman, listening to them. I really, really wish, this is not to flatter, but I really wish that if I had a chance to start my education all over again, I would have come here. Because the real reason is because the value they place on an individual is so beautiful. Even inviting me. Parents, it's a risk for them to invite me because I'm a high school dropout. Imagine if your children come to you tomorrow and say, Mommy, I don't want to do high school because I want to be like Dr. Beni Prasad. What will you do? I just got an email last week from the US, from Florida. This girl said, "Sir, I don't want to do my high school because all great people on this earth have not finished high school." I don't know where she got that from, but I don't want her to use me as an example to her parents. But I want to tell you that even valuing an ordinary person like me to come and speak here shows where this school is heading towards. The school is not just heading towards just brains. It is the character. And I want to close with this one statement. You saw the world map. Let me show you my passports. So this is my one passport. And there are 15 books inside. And this is the proof of how I was able to travel to 257 countries as of now. But I'll tell you one thing. Probably education can lead you towards earning a lot of money to have a passport like this. But you know what learning does? Learning builds character, and I'll tell you how it worked. When I turned my first passport, 19th of February, I took my first flight as a concert artist, and I went from Delhi to Moscow. When I landed in Moscow as a brand new traveler, they asked me for a bribe of $50. That is 2,000 rupees. I'm an Indian and I'm a Christian. I don't give bribes. It is against my moral and ethical values. Because I refused to pay a bribe, they detained me in the airport for 30 hours. For 30 hours, I'm treated like a criminal. I'm humiliated. I have this dream of traveling to every country in the world. But learning says, character comes first, achievement comes next. And because of that, I refused to pay the bribe. After 30 hours, they called me and they deported me back to India. But today, when I look at my passport, I've learned one thing. Don't allow your starting to shape the way you finish. Don't allow your beginning to shape the way you end. And I'll tell you, your character is something that is valuable. And that is something that you need to train your children. Children, how to value women, how to value girls in the society if it is men, how to value teachers, how to value what God has blessed, how to value this planet. I was telling Dr. Brown, when I was in school, we did not have fans, neither at home nor in the school when I grew up in Bangalore. And today, we have already surpassed these fans. We are going into air conditioners now. If you want to keep this planet green, we need to keep it green. You can't change the colors to anything else. It has to be green. Only green can make a difference. And that green, you know what? It only comes when your children are learned people who grow up, become politicians, become decision makers in the society. They will be able to speak truth into the society and not just getting corrupted with what is happening. And today, I can tell the world, I have never bowed down to corruption. I have never paid a bribe in my life, and I could still travel to every country and break the world record. And I want to tell you, dear friends, parents, it is very important you look at the potential of your child. Look at the gifts they have. Let there be joy in their lives. Let them enjoy the gift of childhood. And that's what we do. My wife and myself, we run a cafe in Kottanur, the other side of Bangalore, near Hennur, a 400-seater cafe called Chai 316, CHAI 316. It's a 400-seater cafe where we serve only tea, and the price of the tea is decided by the students who walk in. And our goal is 80% listening and 20% talking. Every week, we rescue one college student from committing suicide. Every week. And that is the beauty. Once upon a time, I wanted to kill myself at 16. And I heard the voice of Jesus in my life that changed my life forever. And today, I want to see that gift of life to every child out there. So thank you for having me. Parents, remember, your children are a gift from God. And if you will have the characteristics of God in your life, then please behave like that by speaking truth and value into their lives more than just a sheet of marks card. Thank you and God bless you all.